Welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday at 12 noon, and you're here in time for the thought of the day or the thought of the week from the desk of Dr. Ron. I've got an interesting one. I've been kind of monitoring some of the things that have been going on in the news media. But first, let me get this out of the way. The first thing I want to do is give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of those 30 plus years, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to both he and his family. So always give a shout out because I want to encourage people to get a mentor. Find someone that can mentor you and your family. Excuse me. And it can be a blessing to you, and you can be a blessing to him. You know, Dr. Hunt has traveled around the world, and he and I used to travel a lot together. So we really got to know each other. So those are some of the things that you can do with a mentor that will really bond you and allow you to be close to your mentor. So get a mentor, then get a show, and then you can shout them out like I do every chance I get. Well, I want you to take a look at my topic today. Grown women have rights too. TOO also. You know, it's been disturbing that on all of the national news networks that the government, the judges, the Republicans, the Democrats, everybody's got an opinion about what women can and cannot do with their bodies. And it's kind of disturbing. And I know I talked about this before, but the outrage is flaring up in me again and again when I see what is going on, what the conversations are, what they're having, and what they're saying about what women's rights can and cannot have. You know, I look on one hand, the Republicans are saying that we want to protect babies before they're born. We want to protect fetuses. We want to protect, the sperm when it first goes into the body. You know, we want to protect it because it's going to turn into a baby, and we want to protect that baby. But yet when that baby gets here, they don't want to offer any services, or they don't want to protect that baby. They don't want to do anything with that baby, offer products, goods, and services as far as that child is concerned, especially if it's a transgender child. They'll be like, oh, no, we don't want to do anything for them. But they want to protect a thought. Okay, let's go there. A seed that goes into a woman's body is a thought. It's a process that has not yet developed. It is a process that has not yet went full term. It's a lot of things that can happen from the moment that that thought or that seed enters into the body that can cause that thought or that seed to be deformed. But yet, the government, who does not know every woman's situation and every woman's um, anatomy, is willing to make universal, hardcore decisions that no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. And I respect a woman's right to make decisions with their body because it's their body. You know, if her and her doctor decide that at this time in their life that this is not something that they're ready for or capable of taking care of, because raising a child is a lifetime commitment. And sometimes people are not ready for that lifetime commitment. But yet people are still doing intercourse. People are still coming together out of intimacy and having relationships of those kind. But yet they're not ready for the commitment of a child. So one of the reasons why I wrote it the way that I did is because grown women, people that are grown, have rights too, TOO. And we need to begin the process of respecting women's rights, the right to live and to be able to have or not have. That's a woman's right. That's a right that needs to be held up. And the courts and the government need to get out of their business. Too much government involvement in a woman's ability to be able to make grown decisions. Okay? So I know, like most of you, I am sick and tired of the government overextending themselves in grown folks' lives. They have allowed racism to pour over into the woman's life. We have the authority and the right to condemn what a woman can and cannot do. No, you don't. You know, and that's a racist or prejudiced view. You're racist towards women when you're trying to control every aspect of a woman's life. I can remember a time in America that it was punishable by jail for a woman to be caught smoking a cigarette in public because a man had authority over the woman and women did not have rights of their own. And then they had a whole women's lib movement that women just like, look, we're going to burn our bras. And they did. But the women's right movement started a long time before the women's right movement because women didn't have the right to vote before black people did. So now we're getting to that point where the full game plan is being disclosed. They want to take back women's rights the same time they take away black folks' rights and go back to a time when we had covered wagons and horses going down the street where men, white men with beards and gray hair, sat up and made decisions on what's good for everybody because that's the way they felt like it should be. But then they can't live up to some of these rules and regulations that they're putting in place. So my commentary this week from the desk of Dr. Ron is I want women to stand up, grown women to stand up and express their rights. You have rights, privileges, and benefits as being a human being on the planet, and you need to exercise them. During the election, women who opposed the abortion situation voted. They voted what their opinion was. They voted what they felt, and Republicans suffered because of it. Okay? It's time to make them suffer again. And I say to the Democrats, stop sitting on your do-nothing and fight for women's rights. Allow the women in your communities to be able to be heard and allow them to be able to have the right as a grown woman, a woman of mature age and thoughts. If you're doing grown folk stuff, you're a grown woman, okay? And you have rights. And you need to speak up for your rights, okay? So that's my thought for today. I'm not going to hold you up today. It's a beautiful day in Chicago. The sun is shining. The weather's wonderful. I want you guys to get out and be safe. Be careful out there. I want to encourage you guys to go over to my website. ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to notice that all of my broadcasts live are right there on the website. When the broadcast is going forth, hit that link and you're able to see the broadcast live and in living color. Also, I want you to support all of my advertisers. Everybody you see here is an advertiser. They make it possible for me to do what I do, and I thank them, so support them. Also want you to join me each and every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, Street News Now. We do a commentary, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Me and Mr. Lee Michaels on his network on Street News Now, we are doing it over there. Please join us every Wednesday for the Noon Report. And also join me next Saturday right back here for From the Desk of Dr. Ron. You will enjoy the things that I'm doing on all these different networks, and I appreciate you guys for dropping in. Please continue to make donations and contributions. I thank everyone that have made contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. Continue to do so. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Tell somebody about what I'm doing over here, and I will greatly appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Love you.